harmful.
Florida Congressman Greg Steube joins us now. Congressman, a lot of politics to get to implicit in those sound bites there. But first and foremost, you are in Sarasota. Describe what it was like in Sarasota overnight.
It was, I mean, the eye of the hurricane went right over us. So you had a 100-mile-an-hour wind going one way, and then after the eye passed, you had a 100-mile-an-hour wind going the opposite way. So a lot of rain before that. We don't have cell service. We don't have power. I'm on a generator power. That's how I'm able to talk to you now. So I would imagine most of the people in my district do not have power right now. So hopefully all of those people that were in the evacuation areas evacuated, because law enforcement and first responders can't go out if the winds are over 45 miles an hour. So that didn't subside until probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And so you couldn't even respond to 911 calls until that wind died down. So today will be recovery and search and recovery. Make sure that if there is anybody out there, that we've got 400 National Guard at Riverview High School in Sarasota. We've got our power line guys on the ground. So all of this now will start to recover and get power back on and make sure that people are safe.
Congressman, we spoke to somebody earlier in the show. His name is Jeff Snell. I still can't get over his story because he owns a store in Sarasota that he says was 3/4 destroyed by Hurricane Helene. And during that storm, his store was flooded. And he says he has hurricane insurance, but not flood insurance. And because the waters came up through the floorboards and didn't initially, like a window didn't initially break, he's not covered from the storm. So there's going to be a huge financial toll to this storm. What about that and the days ahead for small business owners and people whose businesses and homes have been destroyed?
Yeah, what's so heartbreaking about this is Punta Gorda in my district just got flooded by Hurricane Helene, and those same places got flooded. There, you can watch the video. It's online right now. It's just heartbreaking. Myself and Senator Scott were down there last week touring some of the devastation, and these businesses were rebuilding and ripping out drywall, and now all of them got flooded again. Siesta Keys, another great example, was recovering from Hurricane Helene, got flooded, got huge storm surge, and they were at the eye of the hurricane. I have seen some footage, but it doesn't look too bad from a storm surge perspective in Siesta because it would be south of the eye. But you have all these people that were recovering from 2 weeks ago getting hit by Hurricane Helene who now have all gotten hit again. It's very challenging.
The fact of the matter is people suffered in Helene. People are suffering now and are going to be suffering in the days and weeks and months to come. Yet you have the White House, Kamala Harris says, are we concerned about misinformation or disinformation when in a briefing with the FEMA director, instead of talking about the response? And then you have a reporter asking a ridiculously opinionated and biased question. Why do you think Trump is spreading misinformation, assuming a fact in that question? And then the president going off, yelling about how it's un-American. The fact of the matter is, what is your reaction to comments like that at a time when there are legitimate questions about the ability of FEMA to respond to natural disasters, which is their stated mission, Congressman?
It is absolutely ridiculous. Secretary Mayorkas himself, who was impeached in the House, by the way, Secretary Mayorkas himself said that they were out of money, said that they were transferring funds to help illegal immigrants resettlement. The White House spokesperson was saying that a year or so ago that they were transferring funds to do that. It's really frustrating when suddenly facts come out and they don't like the narrative, they label it misinformation, and they try to characterize things that Republicans are saying that are fact are not fact, when in fact they care more about illegal immigrants in this country than they do American citizens that have been hit by a natural disaster.
Yeah, it's true. And it's unfortunate that it's become political. I mean, during President Biden's press conference yesterday, he said that there are no red states or blue states during a hurricane, and then went on to criticize how people feel, how victims feel in some of the red areas that were impacted by Helene. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. We're praying for you and everybody impacted by the storm right now.